Yummy.
Okay, we're good to go.
Okay. Awesome. So today we actually get to print on our screen that we prepared the last couple of days. And we're going to continue with our block. And we might get printing with us today. So, but to start, we are going to wash our screen out. So take your screen to the sink and with like the scrubbing side of a sponge, just rinse, like have the water running over your screen. Just rub it, and then flip it over and rub it until you don't see any more of that drawing liquid left. And a lot of my drawing got covered up with my screen filler, so hopefully your guys' will come out better than mine. We're going to do that first so that it has some time to dry before we. And you won't see any more blue. You'll be able to see through the screen.
Right.
I'll give you guys a minute to do that. So Madeline, you'll want to do it in the sink under running water.
The sink under running water?
Yeah, put your screen inside the sink under running water.
Okay. I'll do it.
And scrub it while the water's running through the screen. You don't have to rub too hard. You don't want to damage your screen. You want to make sure that all that blue is out of your screen. You don't see any more blue. And Madeline, you can flip it to the other side if you haven't already done so, and scrub both sides of the screen. Look good.
So cool.
And now you can just like, you could take a towel and dry it a little bit, like just pat it dry. Want to see Crocker? How did it turn out, Crocker? Good? Oh, awesome. That is going to be so cool. I love it. Madeline, how does yours turn out?
Amazing.
Really good. Is some of the image covered up? Like mine got covered up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bummer. I'm thinking that thicker lines probably work better with this technique. Next time I'll paint on thicker lines.
Okay.
Yeah.
The pattern there.
But you still will get a print and it'll still be cool.
Yes. I just tried
Okay, so after, ooh, look at those. That looks great, Sawyer. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside
because
because they need to be completely dry. Print. And then while we're waiting, we these little carving our blocks. Yeah. Did you carve all yours out, Madeline, already? If you have finished one, you can draw another one like I did, this pineapple right next to my flower. Because when they're all done, we're going to like cut these out individually. So we can ink them up separately.
Okay.
Have multiple images on one block. And remember to keep your hands out of the way, okay?
Yeah. Keep it behind.
Bind and cut away from your hand and your body.
There it is.
I'm almost done with this flower. And I'll show you next step.
Don't shape the turmeric. Probably 2 scoop ice cream instead of 3. I don't have much. And usually, right. Okay. We got to that's all I need.
Okay, so now I have my flower outline and all the small spaces cut out, and I just have to cut around this a little bit more. So in these big areas, I'm actually going to use a different blade. Like this big U shape, the number 5.
Okay. And the rock is like with it unmuted. With it un I just it was
Okay, I think that I've carved out enough around my flower because I don't want to carve out the whole rest of this block because I'm going to cut this flower out. And I like to just go along my edges and just carve those down just a little bit too. Okay, for this cutting out part, I'd prefer if you had an adult do it, or like Sawyer could do it for you, Crocker. But this
It's having fun.
Starting it for me.
what was that?
I'm
Cutting it out for you?
Yeah.
You like not the best brother.
Careful. No, sorry, cut your hands.
Not coming out right.
Okay, so Madeline, when you're ready to have your little drawing cut out, just ask your mom to just cut around the image. Kind of like a little X-Acto knife.
Put it in. Okay, now there.
That one.
So now that I have my little stamp cut out, I can do a test print. Okay, so I may not be able to see all the areas that I should have carved out,
It's supposed to be with the one.
but once I ink it up, I will be able to see them easier. So we'll do a test print first. Blade keeps getting stuck.
Okay.
I didn't see it. Where's the dog being feeling?
So I'm going to ink up my block like I did yesterday, the other day with our styrofoam plates. So I'm just going to do a little dollop of ink on my plate. And I'm just going to roll my sprayer through it to coat it evenly. And then I to roll up my block. It's just going to be the exact same
Excuse me.
our rubber plate, our styrofoam plate. So I'm just going to roll over my block here. And I'm going to take a piece of paper and lay it over my block. And one hand I'm holding down and the other I'm wrapping my entire block.
I started first. I'm the one who chose the paint. It's all black, so it's gonna be kind of hard.
And then I can carefully peel it away. And I can see my print.
Wonderful.
So you guys can see that there's little areas like over here where I didn't carve down enough, and also picking up ink. And you can leave those if you would like, or you can carve those away now that you know where they are. Okay, so I can carve the area away, like further down, so it doesn't get ink on it. If that's what I want. I really like those little lines. It's like very indicative that it's a rubber block. So I might keep some of them. I think I'm going to get rid of these ones over here.
Dang, brown. That deserves to go in the museum. Parker, I don't think you can put that on your skateboard. You can only put it on your paper.
Okay, so I kept a couple of them. But now that makes it easier to see what else you need to carve away once you get up. So for this one, I left all my drawn area, my lines raised, and I carved around my line. My next one, I'm going to carve out my lines and leave everything else raised.
Wait, can you put more paint on?
Difference.
Can you put more paint?
I'm gonna get one of my paper too. Because it looks really good. On your first, I'll just come on that tree again. This part.
Is the paint?
My consistency. don't see it.
There's so much cut around it. I have to cut them out.
I do skateboard. Oh, like it has black and gray, so like it'll match good. I think. I think.
And then might have to put one on the wall. Might have to put one on the wall. I can do that. Let's not do that. I was joking.
How you guys doing?
Wait.
Just one turn.
Got one done. Should I put this paste, put like paint in there? Can we use like a plastic? They use the bottle. More bottles, like paint bottles.
Why can't you see it?
They want some
Too.
What else?
Are you having your mom help you cut it out now, Madeline?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom, I just used like this
Can I take
X-Acto knife.
this off? Yeah. Do we need to use like paint to roll it?
Yeah, so did you already get it cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah, Madeline, so it's the same thing as before on your like, glass pan. Just put like a nickel size amount of ink. And then just roll it out on your brayer. And then you can roll your stamp. And I like to put my stamp down on the table and put my paper on top so I can really rub my paper in. I feel like it's more effective than rubbing the block, the backside of the block.
I'm gonna put the red too.
Where does it?
That one's mine.
I love it. I love it so much.
Oh, look at that.
I'm gonna do it on my skateboard, but it's gonna be red, and it's just gonna be the skull.
Awesome. That is amazing. I love, love, love it.
That should be good. And then we roll this to here.
Yep, and then you roll it onto your block. And you can set your block down on the table if that makes it easier.
Ooh, good. Good. Now we can do a little bit more. No? What a long time. Always on my hands. Already. Yeah, but I'm gonna put it over. I'm showing it with pink. Ooh. Okay. Now take two. Looks good. Good. Goody.
Got it, Madeline?
Yeah,
Awesome.
almost a little hard to carry.
Yeah, and you guys can keep making as many prints as you would like. Make some for your friends and your family.
Not bad. Now time for the popsicle.
These would make great birthday gifts or Christmas presents.
It's just
Madeline, that's good.
Oh, awesome, Madeline. So, Madeline, after your test print, it helps to have the ink on your block, so then you can see what more areas you want to carve out. So even if there's ink on it, you can keep carving away areas that you want to carve away. And then you can test print it again and see what more areas you want to carve away. Okay?
Okay. We're gonna carve. What's the carving? Yeah. We can put it on the paper and then. No, it's letting it down. Put it on the skateboard, like we put it on the paper. It's so wet, so we put it on the skateboard.
Do you need to carve areas in there?
Okay, can I have a piece of paper?
But if you don't,
Right. Wash my.
I'm going to ink up my my pineapple. I'm growing watermelons in my garden right now, and pumpkins too, so that hopefully they'll be ready for the fall, or October.
Cool.
Yeah, kind of fun. My pumpkins are growing so fast.
They do. They take over.
Yeah.
Watermelons too.
What?
I said the watermelons too. The vines can get
Yeah.
really big. We
Yeah.
had we did that a couple of summers ago. Watermelons,
Yeah.
and they like
Fine.
grew into the neighbor's driveway. It was really out of control.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous how much space they're going to take up in my garden, but I got like all this space because I picked a bunch of things. So I was like, what am I going to fill it with?
Well, watermelons.
Yeah, watermelons and pumpkins. My pineapple. That's fun. That's a fun one. I have a friend who loves pineapples, so maybe I'll give this stamp to her. That'd be like her little signature stamp.
It's pretty cool to be able to just make your own stamps.
Yeah,
That's a pretty cool thing.
it is. It is very cool. You can put them on cards. You can even put them like on wrapping paper, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, here, I'll show you actually. I'll show you in just a second what I mean. Sometimes these are kind of finicky. Have you guys had trouble changing out your blades like me?
Just cutting mine out when they just painted.
They kind of seem to get stuck in there. So if you have a stamp like this watermelon,
Melon? Pineapple.
pineapple. I just got watermelon on my brain because I'm growing them and they're my babies right now.
The babies.
Maybe I should make a watermelon stamp for myself, huh?
Yeah, they can get out of it.
All right, so if I want to repeat this, I can just flip it upside down and place it right next to it. And it helps to do this the opposite way now, because now I want to be able to place my stamp in exactly the right place. So I have my paper down on my table and I'm placing my stamp down on top instead of the other way around. Okay, and then and fill it up. And if I keep doing that, then it will make like a repeating pattern. Okay, now I'm going to flip it this way. And I'm just eyeballing this, but you can be more exact or not. Because it's kind of fun to have the imperfections. I think that's what I love most about artwork, is that character. Okay, you guys see how like I'm starting to make like a row of pineapples? And I can just keep continuing that up and down, and row after row, row after row, and make a little pattern. Have fun, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Madeline,
Okay.
are you having trouble?
Sort of. A lot more stickier than I thought.
Is it the paint?
The ink.
Yeah.
The
Or
thing
is it hard to cut through to get it to do what you want it to do?
yeah.
It's hard to cut through.
So you're just like pulling off the rubber. Okay, guys. So we are going to pause on our blocks and we're going to switch to our screen. We're going to print our screen, okay?
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited about this. I feel like I need to go get my popcorn to see how it's all going to turn out.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Okay. So I have newspaper down on my table. Okay. We're going to first prepare our screen for printing like we did last time with our masking tape. So yeah, you can just shove aside all the shavings. Okay. See what I'm doing there? Okay. On the back side, the flat side, on the flat side of the screen, I'm going to go ahead and put masking tape around the edge.
No, it's not that big. Mom. Okay.
So on all 4 sides, you can just put
We don't need that.
the edge wherever your screen filler ends. Start that tape on the back side, and if you still have space between where your tape ends and the edge of your screen, don't worry, because we're going to be putting tape on the inside too. My screen filler is pretty close to the edge, but if you're that's fine too.
It looks a little good. If we don't gotten it all done. It looks like there's I need to put my
Okay, and then when you get it all done, flat side, we're going to flip it over to the pink side.
things.
And we're going to go on the inside edge again, where half the tape is on the screen and half of it is on the frame.
This looks like a cardboard. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Thank you, parents, for helping.
You're welcome. Let me see.
Okay. So after you get the inside taped, if you see any areas of screen that haven't been taped on the back side that are showing through, you can go ahead and just tape those on the back side, the black side. Add more tape wherever you need to cover any holes.
Do we need some paper?
Okay, yeah, you can rip a piece of paper out or you can put your book down, whichever you prefer. I just ripped a sheet out and put it on my table. And then we're going to do the flat side down on our paper. You can kind of square it up with your paper. And sorry guys, I had a call come in. Okay, and then we're going to take our ink and place a bead at the top or the side, whichever works better for your print. Okay. Bead on the top. Okay. And then I need your squeegee. This time. Okay. Or I'm going to stand up just so I can hold my screen down really well. So stand up and put a lot of pressure on your screen with one hand. And with the other hand, I'm going to place it on the other side of my ink and holding that squeegee at a 45-degree angle and pushing down. I'm going to slide my ink across and I'm going to push it down into those grooves. And if you see any areas didn't get ink, you can do it again. And I'm having a hard time getting it at this very bottom, so I'm going to turn mine around. Go the other way. Okay. You kind of want to go kind of quickly. All right, and then I'm going to lift up and peel my paper away. And then you get your print. It turned out like it's, can't even tell what it is because the screen filler covered most of it, but it's still kind of cool. Maybe I'll go in with a pen and fill in what I know it's supposed to be. That would look cool, I think. Okay. How did it turn out? So push down real good, Madeline.
That's flame blazing.
Awesome. That's good, Madeline. All right. How did it turn out, guys? I want to see your prints. Ooh, that's awesome, Sawyer. Good job.
I crossed
Oh,
Love it,
oh my
Cracker.
gosh, your crossbones
I
and your
love it.
skull look so cool. Oh my goodness. You're going to have to frame that for your room, I think.
Definitely.
Did I make this?
Wow.
That is
Amazing, Sawyer.
Oh my goodness. That is so good. That is beautiful.
Seriously, that is
Please delete it.
amazing.
When we
like-
put the stuff, it went away.
Fine art quality. How'd yours turn out, Madeline?
It erased.
Anyways,
Let me see. Oh,
Yeah, I know mine did that too. It's such a bummer, huh?
Yeah.
But you know how to do it now. We know how to do it. And I think like Crocker had thicker lines. I think thicker lines with our drawing fluid will work better. And what was that, Madeline?
I think it's probably because of the overlined paint.
yeah.
The
That's why.
red one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can they wash the screen filler out of the screens, or is it done?
We can, but you have to use kind of a harsh chemical and it takes a little bit of alcohol grease. So we
Yes.
have stuff at the studio.
Yeah.
But I figured to wash it out for them. But
I also
Madeline,
got some more screens in too. Like they were like I have a few more screens if anybody wants another screen. But like if you want us to wash out your screen so you can reuse it, you guys can just drop it off at the studio and just I will wash it. That cleaner's on the table.
yeah, it's speed clean. And you have to like wear gloves, and some people wear like a mask.
Okay.
But you have 2 screens, right, Madeline?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking, because tomorrow we're just going to continue with our block, or we can do another screen print. So on your other screen, I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to draw a new thing with my drawing fluid. And that takes like a few hours to dry. And then you can put your screen filler on today too, after your drawing liquid dries. And then tomorrow you can print it. So it would be ready to print tomorrow.
Well,
So
probably I think my other one could probably never mind. It can't go through.
you were thinking probably on your other one you can use your other one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and use your other one.
You can even those that you have the frames, the material that you can buy. Like I know people just buy fabric from like Joann's. It's like sheer curtain fabric. It doesn't have to be specifically for screen printing.
Yeah.
People
You can make your own.
they use just like a sheer fabric. And you can buy that a lot cheaper. And if you have a staple gun, you can just like take the screen off and staple a new piece of fabric to your frame. The frame is the hard part. The screen is not so hard. You just have to get it pulled really, really tight. So
Yeah, but we can wash yours out,
yeah.
and for tomorrow, just use your other one, and then we'll wash both of them out for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, so that's an option for everyone. If you guys want to do another screen, you have enough drawing liquid, and you probably have enough screen filler too. And Madeline, what might also help is just painting it on instead of squeegeeing it on. Because I think the squeegee for me, when I went over it the second time, it kind of took some of my drawing liquid off with it. So if you use the squeegee, just do it one time
Yeah.
Right?
and then paint it. But you can paint the whole thing if you want to, and that will protect your drawing fluid better.
Okay.
Okay, and yeah, you can just go back and watch the previous videos if you need to remember exactly all the steps.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so I'm going to do another screen. Everyone else is welcome to do another screen, or you can do some more block carvings. But that's what I have planned for tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you all
Okay,
tomorrow.
remember to wash out your screens
Yes.
Okay.
and clean your area. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You guys have a great day.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.